Now the holiday's over, time to go into detail on the RX4. Here she is. 1971 genuine RX4 coupe with obviously some race history, which I'm unaware of. Hoping people that do know will tell me about it. Pretty complete car, very complete. And they did say it was a runner. That's one of my first jobs is to get it running. I didn't want to get it running. I wanted to get it running in Queensland, so we had a backup car for this in case that let us down. But all the rust obviously, and then open carby. I'm better off pulling the inlet off, cleaning out the inlet, looking inside the motor, just lubing everything up. I normally put trans fluid and spin them over and push all the seals, make sure they're springing and whatnot. So I'll do that with this. I'll make sure inside the motor's all clean, trying to start it. I think it's going to fight me a bit because it's sat a long time. Like, look at the fuel rag and just everything's pretty crusty. But yeah, it's good, it's complete. Hopefully I can chuck a battery on it and get reds. Even the isolator's just all so crusty. So yeah, old race car. So it has CAMS approved aluminium roll cage. Let me just grab this light out. Yeah, look at that. Don't know how safe it would be, but to bolt up to the floor, little bolt up front, looks like fence brackets. But it's what you did in the 90s, hey? Pretty cool old race seat, and then the passenger seats trimmed the same and deep under the parts, which I haven't even pulled anything out of this car yet. I literally just got back yesterday. Yeah, they've trimmed the back seat, similar fashion. Yeah, it's all there. A little race steering wheel and all the things you do. I don't know what that little display is down there, but no key, fantastic. Very rusty, plenty of character. I actually really love the white stripe that it's got on it, and I feel like it's going to have a pretty good look if my idea can come to yes. In the boot, just yeah, a bit rusty. All the fuel pumps there and all connected, and obviously some spares in there. Missing the rear tail light garnish, so I'm going to try and find a super rough one so it will suit the car. Looking under it, it's got full exhaust, like aftermarket. It's got like reset leaf springs, lowered front springs, like braided brake lines, and I guess a couple of race items. But I can guarantee you it will not be low enough, like almost guaranteed. So yes, I'll start by getting this thing running, and then my next step will be getting this thing super low, like proper low. Lower than you see most RX4s is the plan. Seen some low ones. My mate had a real nice one, low on the Watanabe's and all the good things. But yeah, so I'll try and do this up in a different style, my style, and just get it on the roads, get it seen. It's borderline too far gone to do a resto. I don't know people would, I know people can, but she's got some pretty heavy, deep rust in it, especially in like painful areas like gutters and around windows and seal panels, and definitely fixable, but you know, how far do you want to go? Me, I won't be. I'm actually going to try and get this to South Australia's Rotary Revival, which is in, I have no idea, 2 months I think. So if I can get all my rotors going, I'll try and get all my mates to, you know, drive a car. So I can probably take 1, 2, 3, 4 cars there, 4 running rotors. So we'll see how that goes. Nothing like giving myself a stupid deadline once again. Yeah, there she is, my 1971 genuine RX4 coupe. Complete, kinda. Next video, running. Video after that, low and some wheels. Enjoy. Figured the whole inlet would have to come off it. And here we are. Yeah, it's wash time. Oh god. Ah! Drop more in there. Yes, look at this goodness. Well, part of the process. Necessary that I vacuum the carby, I think. You might look at it and think it's a waste of time what I'm doing, but some of my best motors have been motors like this. Just, I don't know, motors that have been left, so free them up correctly, bit of trans fluid in them, get all the seals all nice and lubed up and moving again, and add fuel and they just go. Rotaries are reliable, in my opinion. I've had nothing but good luck with them, so let's see. Just sprayed on this death. I don't know if you've ever used this before. It's crazy. It's like rough. If you leave that in alloy for longer than 10 minutes, it will just start to corrode instantly. So normally put that on, then put some like super cheap degreaser on there, something not so harsh, so it doesn't start corroding. Yeah, this should be satisfying. You already see the 13B and early Mazda housings. I'm guessing it's just a RX4 13B, but it was used as a race car, so who knows what's been swapped into it and what's been done to it. I'll ask Stefan, my local rotary tree of knowledge. He'll be able to tell me everything. So yeah, keep clean and I'll show you how shiny, well, shiny as it can. Stage 1, looking pretty good. Now it's all starting to become, I've never seen that thing in the middle of the block there. Yeah, it's all coming up, it's all shiny. Let's just hit it again with corrosive death, and then I'll probably do some light degreasing on it so it doesn't corrode, and get ready to start pulling all the inlet and the carby off and looking inside the motor and freeing it up and make sure it's all good. I know it's good, it's a rotary. Death wash stage 2. Now, super cheap special. Don't know why, it's like just not as corrosive. It's kind of oily, this stuff, when you leave it, which is good. Leave stuff a bit lubed up and not dead dry. So yes, stage 3. Come on, oh, no way. Come on, gal. It's pretty bound up in there because of that hose. We'll just drop it on the ground, we'll get it later. Alright, well that looks clear. Let's see if I pull the cap off and it's got something in there. Oh well, clear water. Pretty good sign. That flake in there is not a good sign. Well, I'll run a hose through it, clear the block out, keep going. Radiator full. Bottom rad hose off. I don't know why nothing's coming out. I'm guessing she's pretty blocked. Shall find out. See what kind of barnacles are in here. About the standard, about the norm. Good way to flush the block even more. Oh, not bad, it's all free in there. I like the freaking Datsun full of corrosion. Oh well, should be able to run a tap through it now. Flushing the block. It's a little bit muddy, but pretty freaking clean. I'm used to these spitting out heaps of shit, so all good so far. Let's all see this together. Not scared. Oh shit. Maybe I should be scared. Looks like it's heading, I don't know. Let's see how much shit would have fallen in the engine. Oh yeah, look at that stuff. Super clean in the manifold. Keep digging. strangely really clean, like brand new clean. Same as the like inlet manifold of the car. Be weird, but nothing to say it wasn't a fresh motor about 10 years ago, or who knows. But now, auto trans fluid, just pump it in the housings and lube her up, and then pop the plugs, crank it over. It's a process, but a good way to ensure everything's lubed up. I forgot how small the ports are on these compared, so you can't even really see the rotors through them unless I pull the exhaust off. We'll see. Plugs. Let's see. Just your standard rotary. Oh, it's not even really fouled up. Sweet. Now I can just transport it through the plug holes. I'm almost ready to start turning it over by hand. Make sure it's all free. And then I'll start cranking it with the plugs out. Keep lubing it. Make sure everything sounds good. Then get carb back on and try and start it. Everything's good. Lubed up and sitting. I'll just to the camera, just chuck a socket on the front of the crank, turn it over, and I guess we'll get hisses and puffs where I'll just go slow. This is just shit, it should just push it out. Oh, no way. Ah. Middle of trying to get the engine running, I forgot there's heaps of stuff in the back, so I'll pull that out, have a suss. Looks like everything you need to drive it home from Queensland. Some old harnesses. Oh yeah, original overflow bottle, couple of belts. Was a water pump. Oh yeah, there she is. And original filter. Oh yeah, original filter lid. Set of leads. Had no starter motor, trigger wire. Plus there's no key, and the ignition's like how you go on. It looks like it has a push button start. It's all busted, so I've just done a little wire straight to starter. I don't know if the isolator's going to work because it looks pretty old, but oh. Making all the right noises. Battery's flat, obviously. Awesome. I'll just keep lubing it up for a couple of hours. Keep turning it and getting it all soft, but it sounds like it's got all its pulses and everything. She's gonna be a runner. Don't know, I got a weird feeling about this motor that's like fresh and just sat, you know. Sounds good, everything just looks good. We'll see. Found a random old Mazda key that fits the fuel lid, but look. Shit. Here comes the rusty fuel system. Oh, I guess that's the cat. Oh yeah. Delish. That is going to be a good time. Oh god. Datsun 1200 all over again. Get some E85 in the tank. Seems to clean tanks out pretty good. Unless it just leaks in the floor. I'm not heaps keen to pull the whole fuel system out. Oh, I wish you could smell it on YouTube. This smells like off fuel coming out. Great. Oh well, it's got an electronic fuel pump and 2 filters pre the pump, so I'll pump it out into a jerry can and see how dirty it is. Pretty sweet. Look, I pulled the main fuel line off, and just by, looks like it's gonna be a good time in there. This makes sense. There you go, Black Death. There's plenty of fuel in there. It might just take a second to pick it up maybe. Unless that is drain and it just had what was in the fuel line. Yeah, so it's saying I've got it right, and this is the contraption they have on it, but look. Obviously it flows though. Oh, just. So I'm going to go directly to the, seems to be pickup line, which is just this guy here. And come straight to my little fuel pump setup and see what happens. Oh yeah, I need to blow that out. That's blocked. Alright, that was blocked as. Oh, dribbles. Queensland, what are you doing to me? And see what comes out when I blow through the lines into my filthy bucket. How'd that go? Fantastic. She's obviously got a hole somewhere. Piece of fuel tank. Yep, and even better. Lovely. Just what I was after today. 10 litres exiting somewhere. Got an old fuel cell in here. Just been pumping the fuel system with the 85, just clearing it out. And I finally got to the carby and it just filled the carby to the brim. I don't understand much about carbies, but that is not what it's meant to do. It was literally filled to, oh, it was overflowing. Whole carby full of fuel. So I might just get it started on Start Your Bastard and see how that goes. Then I have, let me get around here. What have I been doing? Obviously I did my little dodgy direct to starter motor wire, which I can crank it from here because the car has no ignition and heaps of wirings pulled down. And the last thing I've just done is I've gone direct to coil, to the positive side of the coil, to here. So I might give it ignition this way and hit the starter motor button and it should fire. Only thing really left is to check the oil. And yeah, I'm just gonna rag. I've not even pulled this out once. Oh, still clear. Well, there you go. And full. It's weird, this engine. It's like super fresh inside. Like it was built and parked. Don't know, we'll see if it starts, but yeah, old points dizzy in the thing still, and just a real old setup. So it's obviously carby's going to need seals or whatever you need to do to carbies. But yeah, should be starting it soon, or at least trying. Some weird reason it just kind of started first kick and the motor's full of what is this shit bird exhaust? Like grass. Yeah, the motor's full of trans fluid and the carby's filled to the brim with the 85. I did not expect it to just kick and run then. Oh, it's still got heaps of E85 in there if you can see it. Yeah, I might close my shed door so I don't Dutch the whole place out and give it another crack. Keen to watch that footage back. I'm thinking all this stuff come out of the exhaust. How did it just start? That's bizarre. Sweet. Even got an accelerator. I'll try and run that E85 out, then I'll clean the plugs, I think. I reckon that's just going to be fuel. We'll see. That's all over again. See if it's just fuel it needs. Yeah. Now it needs fuel. I need more hands. Can't quite catch it on my own. See, normally someone rocks up. I'll get someone to help me. Alright, I might try and put the fuel pump on and see what happens. Because I think I've run out of fuel,
Yeah.
but I'm just trying to work out if I have. Oh look, accelerator.
Oh yeah, no shit.
Other side of the carby, yeah. Keep going, keep going. Spray it like down a bit more, yeah.
I died from holding it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's worth. It's just flooding the carby when I get the fuel pump on. How clean that is. Weird. Got Mitch back. Carby builder. Let's see what kind of shit's going on in here. Just keeps flooding.